Hey everyone, how are you? This is Kenita, the agent slash investor, and how are y'all doing on this lovely day? Today, I want to talk about the FHA loan. Mainly, this video is targeting to mainly more of my first-time home buyers, but I just want to let y'all know this loan is not just exclusively for first-time home buyers. So let's get into it. What is a FHA loan? An FHA loan is Federal Housing Administration loan. This is backed by the government, which means, in other words, the person that is obtaining this particular loan, basically, if they, for some reason, don't pay for it or whatever the case may be, whatever their situation is, then the government can basically recruit their money back. So with this being said, most first-time home buyers do go with an FHA loan. Why? Because for one, instead of you putting down 20% like the conventional loan, that's something completely different. Most first-time home buyers do not have 20% down to put on for the loan. They only allow 3.5%, but if you want to put more, that is fine. Not only that, if your credit score is very low. So if your credit score is like at a 580, you can still get an FHA loan. But this just depends on the lender. Some lenders do not allow a 580 credit score at all, even if you are trying to get an FHA loan. Some lenders may want you to have a credit score between like a 620 to a 680. So I would say do more research with your lender and talk to your agent as far as about that. Now, with that being said, for the year of 2024, when I looked this up on Mortgage Daily Report, the rate survey of a 30-year fixed loan states at 6.03% and the APR is at 6.92%. So with that being said, when it comes to that, that's what the rate is. So anybody out there that's still waiting for the housing market to crash, it's not going to happen. So we're just going to move on from that. Now, with the FHA loan, there is still some criteria to it, as I stated before. With the FHA loan, it's not just applied, well, it is applied to first-time home buyers, but it's some requirements. That's the word I'm looking for. It's some requirements for you to attain this type of loan. As I stated before, a down payment of 3.5% or higher, a minimum FICO score at 580, and as I told you before, some lenders may accept a 620 to a 660 when it comes to your FICO score. Also, your maximum debt income ratio should be no more than 50%. So if you have any problems as far as with your credit, like I said before, with your debt to income ratio or DI or DTI, I always get it backwards. DTI, then no, DIT. Like I said, I get it backwards, but it basically stands for debt to income ratio. Anywho, if you need help as far as for that, there are certain programs and certain places that you can go to get your debt to income ratio at a below of 50%. Solid employment, meaning, in my personal opinion, and this is just my personal opinion, you should be at that job for more than a year. Some lenders, and I don't know, so this is where you will still have to do your research on, but some lenders may say 6 months, some lenders may say 2 years. I am not 100% sure, so please do your research, but you do want to have a solid employment as far as when you're trying to purchase your first home. When you are applying for this loan, they basically state primary residence, like you're going to be intentionally staying in this home. Because some people feel like if they do the FHA loan, they will be renting out the home. And in some cases, once again, I don't want to give you the wrong information, so this is where you still have to do your research, ask questions as far as with your lender, if that's okay or whatnot. It may not be okay. I don't know. Please do more research on it or ask more questions as far as for your lender. The next one is no foreclosures in the past 3 years. So with that being said, if you had a foreclosure in the past 3 years, it's going to be harder for you to get an FHA loan. But this loan, like I stated before, is good for first-time home buyers because this will help you get your foot in the door to purchase the home that you would dream of or that what you want right now. Also, on top of that, When you are getting an FHA loan, a mortgage insurance premium, or MIP is what it's called, is required on all FHA loans. Its cost is usually 1.75% of the loan amount upfront and 0.85 per year, broken into 12 monthly payments. So this effectively increased the rate you're paying by near a full percentage point. So when you are applying for FH loan, you do, like it stated here, that you have to get an MIP. So take your calculations and everything else into consideration when you are applying for the loan, and see how much can you afford as far as for that. Mortgage insurance isn't the same as interest, but it, like I said before, it can affect the overall cost of your loan. Anybody, and I mean anybody that makes a smaller down payment of 20, well, a smaller payment of 20% or less, or smaller than 20%, let me rephrase it. Anybody that makes a smaller percentage of 20% have to pay some form of mortgage insurance. Although it's called a private mortgage insurance, which is PMI, on conforming loans, which include Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So with this all being said, when it comes to shopping around for rates, like people always say, shop around, explore your options to see what is best for you and your family, and what can you and your family afford. Now, as I stated before, if you have a higher credit score, and if you have the funds and you can be able to put down 20%, then your PMI can be a little bit cheaper. But as I stated before, when it comes to credit scores and how much money that you can put down, most people can use an FHA. With that being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will try to talk to a lender to ask them more questions, especially if you are in the state of Virginia, because different states does different things. I just only know about Virginia only. And if you and your family is in the market of looking for your first time home, especially in the 7 cities, Hampton, Suffolk, Newport, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, I think that I counted all 7, I'm not for sure. I was trying to do it in my head. But yeah, if you are in the 7 cities, I am here to help as far as helping you purchase your first time dream home. Anywho, I am Kenita, the agent / investor. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.